Open your eyes. The metal hammer fragment has come free, and you now hold it in your hands. It is warm to the touch. A meteor was going to destroy the planet, and a giant got in the way and saved it. Wow. Violent waves hurl and spin you. Something slithers around your ankles, seizes you with incredible strength, drags you down into silty depths. When the pulling stops, you are hovering at the center of an endless blue abyss. You can see neither surface nor floor. You seem to be facing downward, but there is no way to be sure. A voice sounds from everywhere at once. The immense pressure wave of each utterance sends you reeling.
Deceitful wretch! Grave robber! You who dig for that which you did not bury. Speak! Explain yourself and be judged.
I seek a means of defeating an army that threatens my lands.
You seek what is mine! What was rightfully lost! Your actions speak for themselves. The battery opened. The forge ignited.
Oh yeah, she'd be pretty pissed about this. Because she likes to forget things. And we're like remembering them by, you know, doing all this stuff.
You conspired with souls that evaded my judgment. Saw them infused into the very thing they had stolen from me. The dwarves sealed their own fate.
Yep.
The forge was meant to be forgotten. And now, here you are again, denying peace to the buried.
The turbulence around you calms. Silt settles like a slow exhalation, and the vast dark seascape beyond the murk fades in. Rays of light trickle down from far above onto green-gold columns of kelp that rise from the depths and sway back and forth in the current. Fish and mollusks patrol them in groups of hundreds and thousands. The nearest pass you with watchful eyes. The army that destroyed the dwarves, the eyeless, are they yours?
What the world casts aside, I take into my care. A thing may be forgotten, but it is never alone as long as I am here.
The eyeless that could find people wherever they were inside of the dwarf. The eyeless are what wiped out Durgan's battery. That's who did it. We never found that out in March 1. We thought it was like trolls or something. They kind of like hinted it, but they never tell you. It was the eyeless. Oh, that is awesome.
They were lost children, abandoned, fixed on a purpose that no longer had meaning. I took them in, gave them new purpose. I did not create them, but yes, they are mine.
So Abaddon, they're Abaddon's eyeless though, so how do you have control of them? They're Abaddon's. I saw them forged.
They were his once. I won't deny it. He created them as assistants to carry out his work on Aora.
Let me say this a little bit better. People are saying they absolutely told you that in White March 1. They said it was the eyeless in White March 1. But here's the thing. We had no idea what the eyeless were in White March 1. They hadn't mentioned them. They hadn't talked about them. We hadn't seen them. So it could have been anything to us at that point. What I should have said is they hinted at what killed the dwarves but never explained it. And now in White March 2, they've explained what eyeless are, and now we know what they are. So yeah, I do actually remember them in one or two dialogue things. I think they actually mention like the eyeless can find us no matter where we hide. How do they see us? You know, like they did. I remember them saying something about them being eyeless because I thought they meant they were blind, which is why I got a little bit confused. How are blind things able to find them anywhere in there? I didn't understand at the time what eyeless meant. So there we go.
But he has long been the overseer of progress in the world. Leaving things behind has always been his way. I allow him to leave his past in my care, so that it does not hold him back.
You and Abaddon have a unique connection then.
I suppose we do. But then, the gods have always been able to accomplish far greater things when working together.
Oh, is it sipping? Okay, thanks, chat.
Speak your mind.
You haven't given me the whole truth about the eyeless, have you?
Careful what you accuse a god of, mortal.
Abaddon didn't abandon those creatures. You made him forget them. Otherwise, he might remember how he died.
And what if I did, mortal? It does him no harm to forget.
Yo, that's not good.
On the contrary, it lifts a burden. If Abaddon remembered, it would threaten the harmony between the gods.
Yo, that's dark. That means you're basically manipulating. Andra is manipulating the other gods.
It was not so long ago that conflict between us led to disaster in your world, and the death of one of our number.
Eothas.
Memory is but
So
an
it was
image we
him.
create to make sense of the present. It carries no truth or meaning but what we ascribe.
That's the confirmation. Eothas was Widewind, and he did die. Oh, wait. People are saying it's not Eothas? Oh, she killed Abaddon? Oh, do we know about? Oh, God. Trying to get confused. So she was not talking about Eothas. Okay. Hold on.
A slight alteration to it is a small price to
I'm gonna
pay for
wait.
peace.
I'm gonna get to the end of this before I start doing this. Hold on. I'll take that over another war. It was wrong to deceive him. I expected better from a god.
Memory deceives. It distorts. It reimagines. This is no different.
I hope you don't mind, chat. I'm gonna wait until I finish this to read chat again. One sec.
The peace between the gods is already fragile. It will not withstand another shock. Speak your mind.
What new purpose did you give them?
Some things that are forgotten must never be remembered. Not merely for the benefit of those who forgot, but for the entire world. There can be no second thoughts, no sympathy or stays of execution. The eyeless were born to fulfill this task, though even their creator did not know it. They are single-minded and relentless.
You mean they kill those who remember what you want forgotten?
They do not flinch when called upon to do what is necessary. Kith owe them a great debt for the troubles they have hidden
So
away.
she basically has like an army that she just keeps on hand that Abaddon made, and whenever she feels like it, she releases this army onto the land and has them kill everything on her behest.
You may ask.
Andra is a dick. What do you mean the forge is meant to be forgotten?
It was never meant for mortal use. Such power, such truths lie within it. It can bring only ruin.
I saw that Djinn plays.
When the Pargrunin came to the White March, they were peaceful. They shared common beliefs and purpose. Their visions for the Forge tore them apart. You have seen this for yourself. They would have destroyed themselves in the end.
How convenient that we'll never know.
You need only look to the history of your own civilization for assurance. How many wars, how many fallen empires might have been averted if only their leaders could forget the objects of their ambition? I mourned the loss of the Pargrunin. Misfortune brought them here. They did not deserve to end so soon.
What does it matter if something is remembered or forgotten? It's in the past in either case.
Memories are the spirits of the past. You of all people should know their sway on the present, Watcher.
They're ours to bear whether we care to or not.
Mortals measure the worth of their lives in memory. Who will remember me? How long until I am forgotten?
That assumes that you only think that time is linear, which many don't.
Memory governs every thought, informs every choice. It can fuel passion, understanding, love, or it can create obsession, madness.
Okay.
You have seen it plague many souls in your travels. Consider the old Watcher who inherited unspeakable crimes from birth. Or the young woman who committed herself to Brackenbury for love of things she remembered she had.
Yeah, but that's being awakened. That's different. This is different.
Or the fisherman whose life became a sentence the day he killed his sister.
He was a druggie.
Or the Glonfathen boy for whom an old medallion was worth more than all the fruits of his labor.
That was an ancient relic of his family. Okay, girl, I'm starting to get less on board with this every time.
They could be free from their burdens, if only they could forget.
Their burdens exist for a reason. Why should they be allowed to forget?
Many such people gain these burdens through no fault of their own. Others act to redeem themselves only to find their memories will not forgive them. Even when problems have run their course, memory can be the stone that sinks you into the abyss.
Interesting. I wonder how we get the philosopher tag. I'm still not sure I agree, but no matter.
Your past has not overwhelmed you yet. Wait. Was there something else, mortal?
Why are the bones of one... What are the bones of one god doing sealed in the temple of another? Oh, so that... Wait, what? What are the bones of one god doing sealed in the temple of another? Is she referring to the giant skeleton that we see in the...
Do not play coy with a god, Watcher. I know you have seen his death. I feel it whenever a forgotten thing is taken from me. Abaddon did not deserve to die here. This place was the least I could do to give his remains some privacy.
Oh, so that was Abaddon who saved the world by letting the meteor hit him. But okay, that brings up another question. If Abaddon was the giant that got killed here by protecting the world from the shattering moon, which I think is what it was, who was the guy that wielded the hammer that hit the moon? Do we know that yet, chat? Continue on. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. Just keep going and talk until the dialogue's done. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. The least you could do?
The least I could do for ending his life.
Light drains from your surroundings. The kelp forest becomes a copse of black tendrils, stark and twisted as regret.
I called the moon down to me, Ioni brother. It was against his wishes. He would not listen to reason. Would not listen to me. In his madness, he splintered the moon. But it was not enough. The greatest of the fragments still fell toward that which he would protect. In the end, he took position where it would fall, and absorbed the impact himself.
I thought Belafa and Kaldha were the moons.
Ioni brother is their smaller sibling, tiny next to them.
Oh, so she wanted to take her let's kill these people to an extreme, and she wanted to like basically try to kill everyone. So did I catch that she said I called down the moon? So Andra called down the moon to destroy the world. Abaddon tried to break it with a hammer, but it didn't work. So then he inhabited the form of a giant and then stopped the biggest piece that would have hit the earth. Now, I'm assuming, like, when Eothas joined Wydwin and then died, that's probably what happened to Abaddon. Maybe. Anyway, we're going to keep going. But why the temples? Why the secrecy? I need to just keep doing this. I'm sorry. Okay.
And so his death belongs to me. Everything he was before the impact.
But you slew another god. Surely the other gods know this. Surely Abaddon must know. Current surges through the kelp bed, pushing each plant sideways like saplings in a hurricane and propelling you backwards amidst a torrent of wayward fish.
No! He cannot know! He must never know!
Whoa.
Understand, he was not always as he is now. His body was not all he left behind. He was devoted to progress and industry from the beginning. But so too was he devoted to preservation. In those times, he would let nothing go. Nothing could be forgotten. His will was iron long before his body.
So he was like the opposite of her. She wants to forget everything, and he wants to preserve everything. They're yin and yang. What was it he was trying to preserve?
Time has finished much of what I started. I cannot tell you that, mortal, for fear of undoing all its costly work.
So that's why he went so far to oppose you, preservation.
We agreed long ago, all of us, not to alter the course of Kith's civilization. Not directly. Not unless there were no other choice. But in this matter, there was no other choice. He understood that as well as anyone. It was for duty that he opposed it. I would have stopped it if I could, but by then it was too late.
You make it sound as though you were the sane one.
The other gods knew what had to be done, but they lacked the will to go through with it. Even gods have their attachments. To erase all knowledge of such a grand thing required unthinkable devastation. The Eastern Reach, Deadfire. Mine was the only solution. When I called down Ione Brother, they remained silent. Even Abaddon. He knew it was for the best, but he tried to stop it all the same. Perhaps deep down I knew he would. I should have expected it. I could have stopped it. You may ask.
You say on one hand you had to call down Ione Brother, yet on the other that you would have stopped it for Abaddon.
The death of a god is a calamity. You are living in the aftermath of one such death. Surely you can understand.
You have said that sympathy can't get in the way. What about yours for Abaddon?
He deserved better. Of all the other gods, he was the only one who acted, who held to his convictions.
The goddess of relentlessness must have appreciated such a quality.
Yes. I admired him for that.
But it's more than that. You loved him for that. The pull and push of the current become long and heavy like a sigh.
Whatever he was to me, it was not meant to last. Always our duty is to Eora first. I knew he opposed what I intended. That he would wish to preserve what I meant to destroy. I knew it would cause a rift that might never be mended. But I never imagined he'd go so far. I never imagined it would mean I would never know him, as I once did.
If he doesn't remember dying, why not begin again with him?
Because it might cause him to remember. No, mortal. Better that we should exist as we are now.
So it seems kind of weird. They say, oh, do we need to sip? Thanks, chat. So one thing a little bit interesting here. Let's keep going.
What happened once must never happen again. Bad enough that I am cursed to remember it.
It seems like gods can die, but then they don't actually die. Like, they keep saying gods die, but then they seem to still be around. I don't.
You may ask.
Why did you pull down Ione Brother?
The great conundrum of a god is how close to become with your subjects. Too far and they lose hope. Too close and your own judgment fails. Civilizations are meant to ebb and flow. Allow them to persist for too long in power or knowledge, and you invite catastrophe. There was a time when we let our sympathies get the better of us. When memories were allowed to persist that should have been washed away. The other gods could not be moved to act. I did what had to be done without them.
You are too close to a civilization? Which do you speak of?
I speak of what is forgotten. I failed that day, but my purpose was achieved in the end.
It's not well, it couldn't be the Engwithans, because people remember the Engwithans.
I will not dredge up the memory to satisfy idle curiosity.
Okay. I need you to call off the eyeless.
On the contrary, mortal, their work must continue. Far too much was uncovered while they lay dormant.
They drew attention to the very things you wish hidden. In my dreams, I've seen them swarming over the Deerwood.
Those who know too much of the White Forge will be washed clean from Aora. And then the eyeless shall rest once more.
This isn't some lone tribe of dwarves. The Forge sees visitors from all over now. The eyeless will tear the Deerwood apart. It will never be forgotten. The sea life around you stirs back and forth, agitated, restless.
Even if it is as you say, there is nothing that can be done. The eyeless do not think for themselves. They have only the purpose that is given to them. They do not stop until the purpose is fulfilled. They will not change course now for me or anyone. I am sorry.
This was your doing. You must intervene.
The interventions of gods seldom work out in anyone's favor. Our touch is too heavy. The world crumbles beneath it. It is why we so often enlist the help of mortals. They execute our wishes with greater care.
Less power.
I have done far too much already.
Kato said they could be called off.
Only if those they pursue are no longer a threat. The raid Sarens were stopped before they could take the White Forge. In your case, Watcher, you are well beyond that now. And if what you say is true, then the Deerwood is as well.
If you won't stop them, then I will.
Your determination is commendable. But the eyeless number in the thousands. You will need more than strength or luck.
The help of a god would be most welcome. Hint, hint.
I will give you what aid I can. I bade the eyeless to remain hidden when at rest. They are gathered in the hollow of a great rock, splintered from Ione Brother. It lies in a flooded crater known as Kairon's Scar. Know, too, that they were built to answer the call of their master's hammer. When they hear it strike, they come to its aid.
Abaddon's hammer.
If you were to take that piece of his hammer from here and reshape it in Abaddon's forge into a likeness of the original, you might be able to call them to you. But destroying them would be another matter.
Really?
I know of one way, but only from the center of the Lion's Den. Only with their master's hammer in your service. If you can do all this, if you can reshape what remains of Abaddon's hammer and bring it inside their lair, I can instruct you there on what you would need to do.
It'd be easier if you told me now.
Nothing I say will make sense until you see it for yourself, mortal. We share a common purpose now. I will see you through it when the time comes.
I will remake the hammer in the White Forge and stop the eyeless.
If you do not, be assured, they will come for you as they did for the Pargrunen.
An uneasy turbulence disturbs the calm like an unwelcome thought.
Careful as you approach the lake. When I claimed the eyeless, I made sure they would not be discovered while they slept. Many of my most devoted followers stand watch there. They will not allow you near. And there is something far worse. Something more fearsome and dangerous than any eyeless.
Hold up.
Let us hope you do not attract its attention.
More dangerous? You can't just add that in there casually. In place of an answer, a sudden surge in the current from beneath sends you hurtling upward. The surface above you approaches fast, shifting, glimmering like quicksilver. You emerge soaking wet on the stone floor of the reliquary, gasping for breath as if you'd been holding it for hours. Okay. So what's in here? I know, rude, right? Yeah, lore overload. My God, dude. Ooh. One second, guys. Okay. Oh, we're just back here. Oh. Okay. Oh, stronghold stuff got added? Thank you. Ah, grand adventure. Go get him, Kana. All right, I know there's got to be something up here. Like, where does that go? First of all, second, where does, like, this is a room, right? Yeah, what is this? Do these places go back into the main building? Hmm. Oh, that's weird. I don't think that icon was there before. But that makes a lot of sense that he'd be able to just go right up there if he wants to. Cool. You don't think I looted the chest by the skull? What was gray? I think I did. We got one more place to check and then we're good. Did I finish the Endless Pass? Yes, I've technically finished the Endless Pass. The Adder Dragon has not been dealt with yet. But I think we're probably going to put her in a human for our playthrough. Because I kind of want to see if we meet them in PoE 2. Yeah, we got the chest. Alright, where does this go? Oh, go right to the Foundry and Durgan's Battery. Well, that was convenient. Alright then. Hey, Kafra. Daryl Van Horn, thank you for gifting Baka, I'm Your Destiny, and Tomabi. Appreciate it. Sekuso with the new Prime sub. Maxi with the 10 months, and Anonymous, thank you for that 40 cheer. Appreciate it, guys. Oh, there's new stuff in here.
Not sure how I feel about this.
Yoink.
There you go.
Hells yeah. Mm-hmm. Yoink. Mm-hmm. Yoink. And, you know, the fragments of Abaddon's hammer grows warm in your hand as if in recognition. Recreate the hammer. You call to mind every memory you have witnessed of the great hammer. The images coalesce and take the shape in your mind's eye. You know every curve, every engraving, even as a shapeless lump of metal, you can see the fragment for what it is meant to become. The fragment is slow to heat, even in the white forge, and quick to cool as you work it against the anvil. Sweat drizzles down your body and puddles at your feet. Your arm grows sore with each swing of your forge hammer until you can barely lift it. Minutes turn to hours. As Abaddon's hammer begins to take shape, the ring of your own hammer against it takes on a familiar tone, one that you have heard in your dreams. With each strike, an image flashes in your mind. It is hazy at first, but it gains detail as the hammer begins to resemble the original. Over time, the image becomes a frozen landscape centered around a crater lake. Eyeless patrol its frozen surface in droves, and this can only be the place Andra described, Chiron's Scar. The eyeless pause here and there when you strike and look up, as though hearing the echo to the wind, on the wind. In the distance, as more details appear, you can see other landmarks, Stalwart, Durgan's Battery, and you understand where the lake lies in the White March, where you must take this hammer. Finally, with the careful etching to the last detail with your chisel, the hammer is completed. No sooner do you make the final mark than you feel a pure, radiant energy pulsing from within it like a mechanical heartbeat. There is an indescribable beauty to the shape and the weighting of the design, and it feels as if this is the realization of the metal's purpose. You take up the hammer and its power rushes over you in waves, and it shakes your body so hard you nearly drop to your knees. The tremor passes, but the surge of power remains. The hair in your arm stands on end. In your hands is a faithful recreation of a divine instrument. Wow. Okay. Hell yeah, dude.
I've heard enough.
The sounds of an argument reach you from behind the stairs. Darian marches into the room, R's crossed, while Wengra bounds along beside him.
This threatens all of us now.
Matron Barragan lumbers after Darian and Wengra, flanked by two stout ogres.
She's right. We've got to fight together.
You also recognize a Derek following them. His shoulders are rigid and his arms are clasped in front of him. Wenger sees you and points enthusiastically.
See, Darien? He'll tell you. We can stop him!
Tension crackles in the air. Darien whirls and cuts Wenger off with a chopping motion.
If he's seen them, he knows better.
What's going on here?
Something killed a whole crew of hunters out in the wood. Tore them apart like dolls. Insects.
Despite his steady posture, his eyes flit and flicker like fires and his upper lip shines with sweat.
Something like the creatures that attacked my fort, perhaps?
Berrigan mutters something to her escort and they snort in agitation.
I told ya! All we gotta do is get him in range of these cannons and then we blast them!
She brings her hands together in a loud clap.
We don't even know what they are.
He shuts his eyes and breathes loudly through his nose. I do. Everyone turns and looks at you. They're known as the eyeless.
The destruction my dreams warned me of.
Berrigan's gaze is distant with horror. Suddenly she rounds on Wengra and Darien.
And your greed and recklessness have brought them on us all!
She rolls her shoulders back and bares her teeth at the two villagers. Rage hangs around her like a musk.
You burning our village didn't help matters none.
It wasn't my clan that attacked you.
No difference. One ogre stinks as bad as the next.
Calm down, everyone. None of that matters now. Darien and Wenger grumble, shifting on their feet and glaring sullenly. After a pause, Berrigan looks back at you.
I came to offer my clan's help.
The others gawk at her.
The White March has been our home for centuries. We'll defend it alongside you.
Your aid would be welcome. She presents an ancient banded horn in both of her calloused hands, holding it out to you.
Sound it anywhere in the White March, and 3 of my best warriors will be at your side. Your battles become ours.
Okay, okay. I like the sound of that. Now, by the way, what's really cool is that was because we decided to help the ogres in the White March Part 1. We could have also killed them all, in which case we never would have seen any of that.
What's your plan for dealing with them exactly?
The eyeless are hidden at Kayron's Scar. I'll face them there. Wengra and Darien gape at each other in disbelief.
That lake's notorious. Folk never come back from that.
She breaks off, her eyes suddenly wide.
Oh.
She gets it.
You'll need all the help you can get. I have fewer men to offer than I would like, but the iron flail stands ready. Our siege weapons are at your disposal.
The same ones you threw at the battery's walls?
These eyeless will come for us all if they aren't stopped here and now.
Forget it. You're not bringing your army into our backyard.
He looks to you and nods.
Tell him.
Derek's right. We need to work together. It's no time to worry about what's past, Darien.
Guess you're right. Won't be anything left of Stalwart if we don't stop these monsters anyway.
I'm feeling pretty good about it, Derek, because like we got on good terms and then he went out, saw the eyeless, got most of his guys killed, and then was like, cool, we're in this together. So I'm pretty convinced. Cadoza, I agree. I think if we had a couple atlases that we could probably handle all of the eyeless, but unfortunately, different universe. Yeah. All right. We'll assemble at Kayron's Scar and await your orders. Be ready, my friend. It will be a great battle. Yeah. Yeah, and he's also a watcher, too. We are kind of watcher bros. So that's always good. Also, I missed this when we forged the hammer, but thanks, chat. An awkward silence follows. Wengra clears her throat noisily.
You know, those heavy cannons you fixed might come in handy.
She grins, a mischievous twinkle in her eye.
Hear me out. Kayron's Scar should be just in range for those guns. You just point out your target and I'll do the rest.
If those things are on the move, we don't have much time. If you're really gonna stop them, take this. It's the best of the ore we've pulled from Stalwart's mines. It's not much, but it's good enough to make the old Pargrunen Smiths proud. I'm sorry about what I said before. Just don't take it out on the rest of the village.
Okay. You may call upon the aid of the Crag Ogres by using Berrigan's Battle Horn in Kayron's Scar. Cohh is granted Burning Pitch Trebuchet. You may call upon the cannons of Durgan's Battery by using the Heavy Cannon Blast ability in Kayron's Scar. Cohh is granted Heavy Cannon Blast. Oh, hell yeah. Hook a brother up. Oh. Oh. Oh, dude. Hi. Oh my God. Grants destroy eyeless on critical hit. Oh, dude, hold on. No, I think, you know what? This is like our tank, bro. She is, I think she's probably better for this. I think she's probably better for this. She's like our DPS tank. Yeah, I think we should probably put it on her. That is insane, dude. That is insane. Whew. Okay. Wow, this is cool. We got all sorts of fun stuff to do now. Great, let's do it. Although, whoa, that's cool. Okay. Jumping Jehoshaphat. I know, right? $5 anonymous tip. Hey, Daryl gifting Cavfra. Thank you very much for that. Oh, we got some levels. We level from Cohh. Let's get more. What can we do? We'll save that. I don't think we ever need more than Mechanics 13, but let's give you Spirit Hunter. I've been wanting to do that for a while anyway. And then we also got Priest level up. Bonus 3rd level. Great. Good, good, good. All right, let's go ahead and destroy these eyeless tomorrow! Uh-oh, it broke again. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and thank you for all the support. I will be back here tomorrow morning. I think let's go ahead and say we're going to do Battletech tomorrow morning, because it does look like what we'll probably do is I'm thinking tomorrow before drop frames we'll do Battletech, and then Thursday on Thursday what we'll do is Thursday will be like our big cleanup day. So Thursday we'll do all the stuff we want to do in the game. We'll do an all-day PoE stream on Thursday. We're going to finish the second DLC. We're going to finish all the companion side quests. And maybe even Thursday afternoon, we'll finish the game, which I've never done before. So let's plan on that. Let's plan on that. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. EDT. Hope to see you guys. We're going to be playing more Mech Warrior. Probably do that for a few hours. And then we've got, or Battletech, excuse me. And then we'll be doing drop frames tomorrow afternoon with JP and Zeke. We've got a lot to catch up on. And then Thursday, 8 a.m. EDT, let's just go ahead and plan on a full day. It's going to be our last big PoE 1 day. Get our save all ready. Our save will be available when we're done, by the way, for anyone that wants to use that save to import it in their own game of PoE 2. And we'll go from there. So, awesome. Anyway, dudes, Expired Hero. Promotion at work. A bottle of Welsh whiskey and CohhCarnage. Can life get any better? Thanks for all the hours of entertainment. Keep the great work and good vibes to everyone in chat. Expired Hero. Congratulations on your promotion. That is awesome. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for your tip. I appreciate it. Finally, T-Bots with the 16 months of the buzzer. Thank you all for that. On that note, I am out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today. It has been a huge amount of fun. So much progress made. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for Battletech. Or if I don't see you then, I will see you on Thursday for our PoE wrap-up stream as we get ready for PoE 2. See you guys then. Keep your eyes on chat for a raid and have an absolutely awesome rest of your day. Thanks for spending some of your life here. Bye-bye.